because we're about to talk about Duke, and the Blue Devils had a big win tonight over Notre Dame. And Coach K's first game back to Cameron Indoor since retiring. I mean, look, I feel like we've talked about Kyle Filipowski a ton throughout, this season, but he really has been putting up great numbers pretty consistently for a freshman, Jeff.
Yeah, except last game. Last game, he put up the goose egg, and they went right to him. First play of this game.
He should have had 2 points. I'll tell you that.
Yep. Yeah, he should have had 2 in the last game. He got
yeah.
none.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And yes, the ref screwed him out of 2. That's for sure. And I think, again, you could see Shire went right to him to make sure, kind of get his confidence back up, and he's so important to them. They won with their defense again. I mean, Notre Dame's not good. We know that. And we'll talk a little bit about Mike Bray and his future. But, this is a grinder win. Duke's going to have to do that. And to me, the biggest story was Coach K finally showing up for a game. I mean, he was at St. John's last week with his buddy Mike Cragg, who's the AD at St. John's, was at Duke for 30 years as an administrator. And tonight he shows up. I guess it was for Mike Bray. And maybe that's the deal right now, is he's only going to show up for games.
Well, I don't know.
Go ahead.
I'm not super into all conspiracy theories, but Duke-related conspiracy theories, I tend to be into them. What happened at the end of that Virginia game? Do you guys remember?
By the officials.
They got screwed because the officials were more intimidated by the Virginia fans than they were by who was on that Duke sideline. One game later, Coach K showing up to let the officials know, hey, look, I'm still part of this Duke program. That young guy on the bench, I know he looks like he's a high school junior, but I got his back. I'm still here. I'm still part of Duke. I still got the D right there on my shirt. I still got that Nike check right there on the other side.
And I brought Duke.
You should be afraid of me. That's what it was. It was this shot across the bow to the officials.
Looked like the Godfather on the last shot by Mark Mitchell, showing zero emotion whatsoever while his wife is cheering. He's just kind of stone-faced. And
well, that's what it was. He's pissed. You think he wanted to be there on Valentine's Day? You think he really wanted to be there on Valentine's Day?
I was waiting. Right? Hey, I was waiting for him to get up and do a kumbaya, get with the Cameron crazies like Roy would have been. Roy and Wanda, get Coach K out there singing, dancing.
Roy would have been in the student section, doing like a swag and a serve, right? That's what he would have been doing. Coach K had to intimidate those refs, man, one last time. He had to get there. He had to let them know. That's what it was.
To that point, though, are you guys surprised that it has taken this long for Coach K to come back to a game at Cameron Indoor?
I had heard it wasn't going to happen all year. That was kind of the word you were getting, was it probably wasn't going to happen all year. I don't understand it. And one of the reasons that I kept being told was, well, it's so hard at Cameron, so hard to get him in and out. And I'm like, that's a crock of shit. Like, come on. If they want to get him in and out, they can get him in and out. He can be the last one in and the first one out, and put him like they did tonight, the closest to the locker room, and nobody gets near him. Listen, we can't get near him at the damn Peach Jam. We can't get near him. He's insulated there by his assistant coaches when he goes. So trust me, they can insulate him at Cameron or anywhere. Yeah, I understand people have different ways of doing it in retirement. Personally, I enjoy watching the Roy Williams and Wanda Williams way a lot more, because they look like they're having a blast out there. It's fun.
I just think it's funny that you think you can't get next to Coach K at Peach Jam, but Adam Zagoria every year scoots right next to him.
Listen, I have feel. I have more feel. I'm not gonna go up to Coach K when he has no desire to talk to me.
No one has any desire to talk to you, Goodman. That's the thing you don't understand. When you're at Peach Jam, every single one of these coaches is like, oh man, look, Goodman's coming. Pretend you're busy. Pretend you're scouting.
I haven't taken out a notebook in 10 years at the Peach Jam. That's all I know.